Well, look at this. And I thought I will need a ladder to harvest my pigeon peas, but as you can see, it decided to lower the boughs and make it easy for me to harvest it. The weight of the beans or the pods are putting a lot of weight on the boughs. The stems are not strong enough to hold all of the beans or the pods. So as you can see, it's actually so much lower and I can harvest it with no problem at all. Let me get close to it. And here they are. I'm so happy. I can't believe I was able to grow pigeon peas here in Zone 8. We have been buying canned pigeon peas or gandules, and now I am going to be able to cook my own homegrown pigeon peas, and they're ready for harvest. If we don't get to harvest it today, I love the smell. For some reason, if you touch the pod or the pods and then you smell your hand, it's got that very citrusy scent. So nice. I love the way it smells. Citrusy. But as you can see, they're ready for harvest, and because I have an appointment tomorrow, Monday, I might have to postpone harvesting this. I'd like to harvest it today, but I might have to postpone it until Tuesday. But they are ready for harvest. And you know when they're ready for harvest? Pardon me. They're ready for harvest because if you feel the pods, it is very, very full of the peas inside. See? It's nice, and this is drying up. Those that are dried up are going to be perfect for planting, but no later than Tuesday these pods will be harvested, because I don't know if I could keep it here too long. I might end up with nothing but potential seeds for next year's or next time's planting, but this time it's ready for harvest. And you can see, look at that. I mean, it's loaded loaded with beans or pigeon peas. That is beautiful, and I'm happy for it. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, these here are guava fruits, and I'm not sure quite yet what type of guava this is, but I believe it's got fruits. See those two little buds right there? Those to me seems like the beginning of guava fruit. I believe this is called cherry or strawberry guava, but whatever it is, we'll soon find out as soon as this, what I believe are fruits, mature enough so that I can identify what type of guava this is. Okay, so far so good. A nice gift from a friend, and it is now bearing fruit. My husband planted it here this winter, and as you can see, It didn't even seems like it went into shock at all, and you can see that it's actually is doing very well, trying to put out some fruits. And I will soon be able to identify, or some of my viewers, which knows more than I do, can help me identify what type of guava this tree is. Here is my ancho poblano pepper here, which I never plant here, but I don't know how it managed to grow here, but it survived the winter. Take a look at those fruits down there on the floor. Actually, it's really is putting out lots of fruits for a little plant, this ancho poblano. And again, next to it is a moringa, and as you can see, it's also putting out some new leaves. And here's another surprise, a volunteer. As you can see, I don't know how that managed to grow in there as well. I don't remember planting papaya any time before anywhere except this spring. I did put out some seeds that, planted some seeds that I had saved, and as I had showed you that before. But in this area here, I cannot believe that the papaya is there, and that's a volunteer papaya who made it during this winter. So some things are just, the least you expect could happen in the garden, and it's a very pleasant one. And I believe that one there as well, an avocado. I'm sure my husband had put that there, and you can see how nice and healthy it's coming up. So that's avocado. And here's another citrus plant which I planted from seed. This here, I believe that's a calamansi, or a Philippine lime. As you can see, within all these mint plants, we really should try and get some of these mints out of here. They're starting to take over, but there's a good use for them once we harvest them, not just for consumption. This also is a very good natural organic way to deter some of the bugs. A lot of bugs do not like mint, bugs, and I believe some rodents do not like mint. So this will be harvested for a lot of reasons. And as you can see, my husband decided to put a tarp over the dome to give the chicken extra shelter from the heat of the sun from midday to around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This place is just scorching hot, and with that tarp on top of the dome, it'll help them get some shade and a break from the scorching sun. And all around it, as you can see, my husband has planted all types of plants, all kinds of vegetables, vining root plants or vegetables. And as you can see, some of the taros are planted in there, and some other stuff that has not come up yet. But all around the dome, my husband planted all kinds of plants. There goes sweet potato, and as you can see, it's climbing up, and what that will do is create a very nice shade and cooling effect for the chickens. And so we have sweet potatoes planted there, taro, and even yam. As a matter of fact, let me bring you closer to that one there, where that actually is a red yam. Let me show you that one there. That's pineapple with sweet potato, taro, sweet potato and tomato on that side, taro and yam, as you can see. Just about anything he can manage to stick in this area, he went ahead and do it. And why not? Whatever comes up can only be a good thing, you know, providing shades, and whatever managed to go inside the dome will be a nice snack for the chicken. And it's like having endless supplies of good harvest one can expect once you plant your vegetables this way. These are several types of plants in here, and we will know what is going to thrive in this area, because this gets very hot in here. And I know that my chicken, as you can see, are benefiting from all of these plants that are planted here, as well as the turf that my husband put on top of the dome. So on this side along the fence, as you can see, he is also creating some kind of gardening space for more plants. We are probably going to try to put a few okra seeds here and there, but I believe I'm looking at a sweet potato plant right there, banana right there, that's banana, and taro right there. And this is moringa, this funny looking stick that you're looking at right there, that's moringa. Some of them are just starting to develop some buds, and okay, that's my guava right there, that's the guava that he planted last winter. Taro over there, and next to it is right there is a Marlboro spinach. That's a red Marlboro spinach. So what we are doing actually now is just planting at random